Morning!
Hi everyone, in this video we will be showing you the best attractions in Malta, our experiences and our recommendations. So make sure you watch the full video and we hope you enjoy it. So the trip started off with a 4 AM drive to the Manchester airport, and finally after checking in we boarded our flights with the ever reliable EasyJet. Unlike our other travel videos, in this trip we were joined by our friends Jobin and Michelle, which made this trip even more special. And we finally arrived at Malta and checked into Urban Valley Resort and Spa in San Juan. It was a good choice because it was in a quieter part of Malta and it had everything you'd expect from a resort, including good indoor and outdoor pools, jacuzzi rooms, gyms, and most importantly, cozy bedrooms. None of us had slept much the day before, so we were knackered, but we still wanted to make the most of every day and decided to rent a car and head off to Valletta, which was a 20-minute drive. Founded in 1565 as a refuge for soldiers returning from the Crusades, Valletta is now the capital of Malta. It is the smallest of European capital cities, but it still has plenty to offer with its strong Baroque architecture. We spent the evening walking through the picturesque streets, admiring the architecture, and we took photos near the colourful front doors along the way. We also managed to see the British culture icon, the Red Post Box. I didn't realise that Valletta was the joint European Capital of Culture for 2018. We visited the Baraka Gardens and spent some time admiring the views of the Grand Harbour. After spending the evening in Valletta, we then head back to our resort to catch up on some sleep and a well-deserved rest. Day 2, and it was our favourite part of the day, buffet breakfast. And as you can see, Priya wasn't holding back. I mean, I don't blame her. We needed the energy because it was going to be a very busy day ahead. We then got into our BMW car. I'm joking, it was Citroen. I mean, we didn't want to spend too much on the car, but still, hiring this car cost us around 200 quid for 5 days. I mean, to be honest, all we needed was a means of travel. And in Malta, take it from us, the best way to travel is definitely by car. Our destination for today was Gozo, a place known as Malta's sister island. And to get there, we had to take a ferry using the Gozo China line, which connects the main island and transports both foot passengers and cars. After parking our car, we went up to the top deck to enjoy some exquisite views of the island. So guys, our first stop in Gozo was to head off to see this magnificent fortress called Citadel. Gozo has plenty of cathedrals and churches around every corner, and this is Citadella Cathedral, which looks absolutely stunning. I found it so interesting that no one actually knows who or when this fortress was initially built, but I guess what matters is that it is such a beautiful place, and I can see why it's regarded as one of the top attractions in the island of Gozo. Being the most central hilltop on this island, you can see why the views are amazing, and with an eye of faith you can even spot the Mediterranean Sea beyond. And what we did next was probably my favourite thing to do. Yep, you guessed it right. Quad bikes. Looking forward to your quad bike ride?
Yeah, it's going to be my first time. I'm kind of scared, but it's alright.
I can't stress enough how amazing this was, and if you're a quad bike fan, get down to Gozo, get that quad bike and have the best time of your life. Obviously stay safe, wear a helmet and drive carefully. Whilst riding the quad bike, we stopped by a few locations which looked good on the map. One of those was Joyride water sports. You name it, canoeing, kayaking, jet skiing, or just renting your own self-drive boats, this place has it all, so a definite place to visit if you're a water sports fan. We didn't have time to do much, we walked around the place, soaked in that sunlight and just really enjoyed the atmosphere here. We then stopped by one of Malta's most spectacular natural landmarks, Dvira Bay, or at least I think that's how you say it. We managed to grab a quick bite, we sat here and talked for a few hours, and it was time to get on to the next destination. Don't worry, I'm not even going to try and pronounce this, but this is one of the most popular sandy beaches in Gozo, a favourite for both locals and tourists alike. Clean space, plenty of room for sunbathers, and its shallow waters make it a very family friendly beach. We enjoyed the last few minutes on our quad bike, and then it was time to head back. Top tip guys, if you ever get in one of these ferries and you park your car, know where you've parked it. We couldn't find it for a long time, and look at the traffic that we caused until we finally found it. People were trying to push our car away. We finally got there, apologized to everybody. Yeah, don't be like us. We enjoyed our late night drive back to our resort, had a good night's sleep, and we were ready for day 3.
So guys, we are in Mdina and we're going to go take a look around. So all the places you see, it's not just like a visiting monument or like a place. People actually live here. So each of those are people's houses. People still live here.
So stop making noise. You're waking people up.
I know, it said shh, be quiet, respect the residents.
This place is filled with centuries-old buildings, and there is no place like it to genuinely make you feel like history coming to life, with its narrow cobbled streets and alleys.
Next thing when you come back is big queue then.
At one point, Priya even decided to be a tour guide. I will let you guys decide how successful that was.
Cathedral. This is the biggest cathedral.
What you see here is St. Paul's Cathedral in the heart of Mdina. Along with this cathedral and the amazing medieval architecture that this place has to offer, these walls turn this silent city into what it looks like an outdoor museum. Such a beautiful place to be.
So our next stop is St. Paul's catacombs. This is the first evidence of Christianity
In Malta.
in Malta.
St. Paul's catacombs are the largest underground interconnected Roman cemeteries in Malta. Located on the outskirts of Mdina, it was served as a burial ground from Punic and Roman times. This site represents the earliest and largest archaeological evidence of Christianity in Malta. For someone who is afraid of watching scary movies, I was surprised that Priya showed no fear in this. Maybe it's a Maltese effect on her, who knows. Whilst Priya was busy taking pictures, Michelle got a bit too excited and learned the hard way that cactuses are not to be messed with. However, the boys were there to save the day yet again. Next, it was time to see one of Malta's most iconic landmarks, the Blue Grotto. Sadly, when we got there, it was raining and the boat trips had been cancelled. But luckily for us, there's a walking path at the top of the road where you can get a better view of the magnificent Blue Grotto. The whole complex is actually made up of a massive arch and a system of 6 other caves. It actually gets its name Blue Grotto because of the amazing clear bright blue waters you can see. It's so true what they say that time flies when you're having fun, and just like that guys, it was day 4 in Malta. Our next stop, we visited the Popeye village, a place which was recommended to us by many friends who had been to Malta. This was actually built in 1979 as a film set for the Robbie Williams movie Popeye. It's so crazy that they still maintain it even 40 years later. I found it really cool that this little village still sort of kept the homes of the characters and the shops and the buildings that was initially used for the movie. That was really cool to see. Mainly this place is aimed at the younger kids, however there's still loads of things you can do as adults. And we were greeted by Popeye, Bluto and Olive Oil.
Morning!
And it was good to see these guys really embracing their characters and keeping this place alive.
Hey, what are you doing there, Popeye?
So we got to Popeye village and it started to pour down.
Show them.
This is a show them. Guess there's no water sports today.
We then grabbed some food, enjoyed the puppet show, and it was time to head back home.
So it's day 5 and we are off to Blue Lagoon. So today we've got nice weather, it's sunny as opposed to yesterday where it was pouring down. So today should be a good day.
Unfortunately guys, we could not go to Blue Lagoon on day 5 as we planned. This is because the ferry stopped working because of the high tides, and therefore we had to resort to plan B, which was the boat ride for Blue Grotto. There were so many cool caves that we explored on this boat, such as the honeymoon cave, the cat's cave and the beautiful reflection cave. It was just a great experience guys, and if you're ever down here I would definitely recommend getting on one of these boats and exploring these caves. To end day 5 on a high, we headed straight to St. Petersburg, a great location to just relax, chill and just have a good time. Due to its secluded location, it rarely gets crowded here and you'll definitely be able to find a spot for yourself. The only tip being, just make sure you bring yourself whatever you need for the day because there are not shops nearby. So make sure you get your food and water.
So guys, we realised that wasn't St. Peter's Pool. This is.
And we have reached the final day in Malta, day 6.
We've checked out of our hotel, so we're gonna roam around Blue Lagoon for a bit, and then head to the airport.
Yeah.
Can't believe it's already Saturday.
Our flight is at 7. We want to get to the airport at 5. It's now 12:44. We thought we might as well check out Blue Lagoon because we haven't been there.
Because it
Have we
was
got-
closed yesterday. Wasn't it?
Yeah, and we got a message from our friend Chiku. If you're watching, hey Chiku, we're missing you here. He said we have to check out Blue Lagoon, so we thought, fine, we have a couple of hours. Let's go check out Blue Lagoon. We probably won't have time to swim there or get into the water, but at least we can appreciate the scenes. So let's go.
Blue Lagoon is actually located in the island of Comino, which is located between Malta and Gozo. What makes it special, I think, is its fantastic sea visibility, as you can see, crystal clear waters and white sand, which actually makes this place a top diving destination. It's a great place to relax, swim, and just sunbathe and just have a really good time. And just like that, that was the end of day 6 and our holiday was coming to an end. It's such a lovely place to be, and if you haven't been to Malta, we definitely recommend it. We hope you enjoyed this video, and please do check out the other videos on this channel. And if you're new to this channel, do hit the like and subscribe button. We look forward to seeing your comments and thoughts about Malta. Follow us on social media to be part of our lives. Until the next video guys, thanks for watching and stay safe everyone.